In the small town of Willow Creek, Mark, a 33-year-old man with a heart full of compassion, found himself deeply entangled with Fiona, a 44-year-old woman bearing the heavy weight of unresolved trauma. Their love was like a delicate flower, beautiful yet fragile, constantly tested by the persistent storms of alcoholism. Fiona's struggles with alcohol were a constant companion, a shadow that loomed over their marriage. The serenity of their quaint town couldn't shield them from the internal turmoil that unfolded within the walls of their home. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting hues of orange and pink across the sky, Mark stood at the threshold of another evening, grappling with the decision to confront the storm or seek refuge in the illusion of normalcy. Inherently compassionate, Mark tried to be Fiona's anchor in the tumultuous sea of her emotions. But as Fiona's inner demons surfaced with each uncorked bottle, she transformed into a different person, one who seemed to harbor resentment towards the very man who stood by her side. The love that once felt like a sanctuary now resembled a battleground. Fiona's drunken outburst became a tempest of personal attacks that cut deep into Mark's soul. Despite the painful jabs, Mark clung to the belief that love could conquer all. He stood firm, a sentinel in the face of Fiona's demons, determined to wither the storm. In a desperate bid to ease the tension that gripped their home, Mark occasionally found himself reaching for a bottle. The amber liquid promised a temporary escape from the harsh reality, a way to blur the edges of the emotional turmoil that plagued their lives. Mark, aware of the potential risks due to his own health conditions, treaded carefully on the thin line between self-medication and self-destruction. The evenings became a delicate dance of shared pain and muted conversations, as Mark wrestled with the guilt of his own indulgence. The alcohol, once a social lubricant, now became a silent participant in the unraveling of a once idyllic love story. Fiona's transformation during her inebriated states continued to baffle Mark. The switch from vulnerability to hostility left him questioning the very foundation of their relationship. He could sense the love she harbored for him in moments of sobriety, yet the alcohol seemed to unlock a Pandora's box of resentment. Mark embarked on a journey to understand the intricacies of Fiona's mind. He delved into the labyrinth of her past traumas, seeking solace in the arms of therapists and support groups, desperate for insights that could bridge the gap between the woman he knew and the one that emerged under the influence. As Mark navigated the storm, he clung to the threads of love that bound them together. He became a beacon of hope, guiding Fiona back to the shores of sobriety each time she found herself lost in the tempest of alcohol. His love was a constant, an anchor in the turbulent sea of their relationship. Yet, as the cycle repeated itself, Mark questioned the sustainability of their love. The delicate flower that once bloomed now wilted under the weight of addiction. The pain of Fiona's words echoed in the silence of their home, leaving Mark to wonder if love alone could truly conquer the demons that threatened to tear them apart. In the midst of this emotional maelstrom, Mark found himself at a crossroads. The intoxicating dance with alcohol, meant to bring solace, now felt like a Faustian bargain. The lines between self-preservation and sacrifice blurred, and Mark faced the daunting task of deciding whether to continue weathering the storm or to seek a safer harbor for his own well-being. The journey through the labyrinth of love and addiction had no easy answers. The only certainty was that Mark's love, though unwavering, was tested beyond the limits of ordinary resilience. As he stood at the precipice of an uncertain future, Mark grappled with the complexities of a relationship entwined with alcoholism. Unsure if the fragile threads of love could withstand the relentless storms that threatened to consume them both, the passage of time brought both moments of respite and intensified struggles. Mark's devotion remained unwavering, a testament to the depth of his love for Fiona. Yet the toll of the relentless cycle of alcohol-fueled clashes left emotional scars that ran deep. The small town of Willow Creek, once a picturesque haven, became a silent witness to the unfolding drama within the walls of Mark and Fiona's home. The neighbors noticed the subtle changes, the strained smiles, the hushed arguments that carried through the night. Still, the couple soldiered on, clinging to the fragments of a love that seemed increasingly fragile. Mark's attempts to understand Fiona's demons became a quest for answers that proved elusive. The labyrinth of her past traumas remained intricate and obscure, leaving him with more questions than resolutions. Therapy sessions, support groups, and countless heart-to-heart conversations became a routine part of their lives. But the underlying issues persisted like an unrelenting storm. The alcohol, a seemingly innocuous elixir, continued to be the catalyst for Fiona's transformation. Mark, with a heavy heart, found himself caught between empathy for her struggles and the gnawing frustration of being the unintended target of her intoxicated outbursts. The switch from vulnerability to hostility remained a mystery, and Mark grappled with the paradox of a love that felt both secure and precarious. In moments of sobriety, Fiona's remorse was palpable. She would recount the events of the previous night with a pained expression, expressing a desire to break free from the shackles of her addiction. Mark, ever the optimist, embraced these moments as glimmers of hope, convinced that love could be the catalyst for change. As the seasons changed, so did the dynamics of their relationship. Mark, with a heart laden with empathy, continued to shoulder the weight of Fiona's struggles. The fragility of their love was both a source of strength and a cause for concern. Each attempt at normalcy was overshadowed by the looming uncertainty of when the next storm would strike. The dance with alcohol, initially a shared experience, now felt like a solitary waltz. Mark, wrestling with his own anxieties and health concerns, found himself standing at the crossroads of self-preservation and sacrificial love. The amber liquid that once promised camaraderie now became a symbol of the emotional turmoil that enveloped their lives. Friends and family, witnessing the ebb and flow of the couple's journey, offered both solace and advice. Some urged Mark to prioritize his well-being, to untangle himself from the web of Fiona's struggles. Others, touched by the enduring nature of his love, encouraged him to stay the course, to be the beacon of stability in Fiona's tumultuous sea. In the quiet moments of reflection, Mark grappled with the dichotomy of his emotions. The love that had sustained them through joy and sorrow now faced its greatest test. As the town of Willow Creek continued its serene existence, the couple found themselves standing on the precipice of a decision that would shape the course of their intertwined destinies. The fragility of love, laid bare by the storms of addiction, demanded a reckoning. Mark, torn between the desire to nurture their love and the need for self-preservation, faced the daunting task of choosing a path forward. The journey through the labyrinth of love and addiction had no easy answers, and the uncertain future awaited with both trepidation and possibility. As the journey unfolded, Mark found himself in the role of a reluctant hero, navigating a labyrinth of emotions and uncertainties. The small town of Willow Creek, once a haven, now bore witness to a narrative that transcended the idyllic facade of its surroundings. Mark's love, though steadfast, faced the crucible of addiction, and the outcome remained uncertain. Fiona's commitment to sobriety waxed and waned like the phases of the moon. Mark, with an empathetic heart, held on to the hope that each attempt marked a step towards redemption, yet the nights were still punctuated by the clinking of glass and the echoes of slurred words, a somber reminder that the storms were far from over. Their home, once a sanctuary, became a battlefield of emotions. Mark, with his TBI and the accompanying anxiety that clung to him like a shadow, found solace in quiet moments of introspection. The delicate balance between caring for Fiona and preserving his own well-being became an intricate dance, a dance that seemed to have no end. The fragile threads of love, woven through the fabric of their history, began to fray. Fiona's personal attacks, born out of the volatile mixture of alcohol and trauma, cut deep into Mark's core. Each verbal blow was a testament to the fragility of their connection, a connection that was held together by sheer willpower and love's resilience. Friends and family, well-intentioned but unable to comprehend the complexities of their journey, offered advice like wayfarers in the dark. Mark, torn between loyalty and self-preservation, faced the internal struggle of whether to continue weathering the storm or seek a safer harbor for his own sanity. The dichotomy of his emotions mirrored the unpredictable nature of Fiona's struggle with alcohol. In moments of clarity, Mark glimpsed the woman he fell in love with, a woman whose eyes held stories of resilience and pain. Yet those moments were fleeting, drowned out by the ever-present specter of intoxication. Mark's nights were spent oscillating between silent contemplation and heated confrontations. The allure of alcohol, a coping mechanism tinged with risk, hovered in the periphery of his consciousness. As Fiona sought refuge in the bottle, Mark grappled with the notion of whether he could find his own escape or if, perhaps, he needed to anchor himself more firmly in the storm. The labyrinth of love and addiction seemed to grow more intricate with each passing day. Mark, propelled by an unwavering belief in the power of love, questioned the limits of his endurance. The therapeutic sessions, support groups, and shared endeavors aimed at healing felt like fragments of a puzzle that refused to come together. In the quiet moments before dawn, when the town of Willow Creek was wrapped in a blanket of stillness, Mark confronted the fundamental question: could love alone withstand the tempest of addiction? The fragility of their relationship, once a source of strength, became an existential quandary, demanding a choice between love and self-preservation. As the days turned into nights and the nights into days, Mark's soul was weathered by the storms that raged within and around him. The journey through the labyrinth of love and addiction continued, each step fraught with uncertainty. In the heart of Willow Creek, where the crickets chirped and leaves rustled in the wind, the couple stood at the crossroads, unsure if the path ahead led to redemption, renewal, or a heartbreaking farewell. The seasons changed, and with each passing day, the weight of their shared history pressed upon Mark's shoulders. Fiona's journey through the labyrinth of addiction took unexpected turns, leaving Mark to grapple with the ephemerality of hope. The town of Willow Creek, once a backdrop for their shared dreams, now bore witness to a story teetering on the edge of resilience and surrender. Mark, ever the compassionate soul, found himself caught in the currents of Fiona's chaos. The nights became a kaleidoscope of emotions, veering from tender moments of connection to the stormy sea of intoxicated outbursts. The echoes of Fiona's personal attacks lingered in the air, a harsh reminder that the wounds inflicted in those moments were not easily healed. The once clear boundary between self-care and sacrifice blurred as Mark questioned the sustainability of his role as Fiona's anchor. His own mental health, a delicate equilibrium disrupted by both alcohol and anxiety, demanded attention. The amber liquid that promised relief now posed a moral dilemma, a double-edged sword offering solace but demanding a toll. Friends and family, privy to the struggles but unable to fathom their depths, provided well-intentioned counsel. Some urged Mark to put himself first, to extricate himself from the tumultuous love affair that seemed to defy reason. Others, touched by the enduring nature of his commitment, encouraged him to persevere, clinging to the belief that love could be a catalyst for redemption. The labyrinth of therapy sessions and support groups offered glimpses into the intricacies of Fiona's past, but the elusive nature of her trauma persisted. Mark, desperate for understanding, sought guidance from professionals who illuminated the shadows but could not dispel them entirely. The more he learned, the more questions emerged, leaving him to grapple with the enigma of Fiona's switch between vulnerability and hostility. In moments of sobriety, Fiona's remorseful confessions pierced the veil of intoxication. She spoke of dreams deferred, of a past stained with regret, and Mark clung to these moments as beacons of hope. The fragility of their connection, tested by the storms, became a symbol of resilience, a testament to Mark's unwavering belief in the transformative power of love. As the carousel of days and nights continued, Mark found himself at a juncture where the dichotomy of love and self-preservation demanded resolution. The labyrinth, though intricate and confounding, beckoned him to make a choice. In the quietude of Willow Creek, Mark weighed the fragility of his love against the tumultuous reality that threatened to unravel it. The journey through the labyrinth of love and addiction had no easy answers. The threads of their connection, frayed but enduring, tugged at Mark's heart. The choice between loyalty and self-preservation lingered like an unspoken question in the air. The small town of Willow Creek, bathed in the soft glow of twilight, awaited the decision that would shape the destiny of a love story hanging in the balance. As the pendulum swung between tumultuous nights and fragile moments of connection, Mark found himself immersed in a complex dance of love and addiction. The quiet town of Willow Creek, a silent witness to their struggles, held its breath as the couple navigated the labyrinth that intertwined their destinies. Fiona's battle with alcoholism continued its relentless course, casting a shadow over their home. Mark, torn between the desire to be Fiona's salvation and the need for self-preservation, grappled with the realization that love, no matter how profound, might not be enough to mend the deep-seated wounds within her. The labyrinth of therapy sessions and support groups provided glimpses into Fiona's haunted past, but the true extent of her trauma remained shrouded in mystery. Mark, determined to unravel the complexities, embarked on a relentless pursuit of understanding. In the silent hours of the night, he pored over articles, attended counseling sessions, and sought solace in the shared stories of those who had walked similar paths. The dichotomy of Fiona's personality during her inebriated states remained an enigma, a puzzle Mark struggled to solve. The switch from vulnerability to hostility left him feeling like a passenger on an emotional roller coaster, and the toll on his own mental health became increasingly apparent. The amber glow of alcohol, once a shared companion, now symbolized the battleground where their love clashed with the demons that haunted Fiona. Mark, wrestling with the paradox of whether to partake in the intoxicating ritual for relief or to abstain for the sake of his own well-being, faced a crossroads. In the midst of their trials, Mark's compassion became a double-edged sword. Fiona's personal attacks, fueled by the storm within her, cut through the air like a dagger. The love that once shielded them from the world now became the battleground, where insecurities, resentments, and pain collided. The townsfolk of Willow Creek, their faces etched with empathy, observed the couple's journey with a mix of concern and curiosity. Mark's resilience drew admiration, yet whispers of doubt and worry lingered. The fragility of their love story, like an intricate tapestry, seemed to unravel with each passing day. As Mark stood at the crossroads of loyalty and self-preservation, he couldn't ignore the throbbing ache within his heart. The nights of shared dreams and whispered promises were clouded by the stark reality that love, despite its transformative potential, couldn't single-handedly conquer the beast of addiction. In the quiet moments before dawn, as the town slept under a blanket of stars, Mark grappled with the weight of his decision. The labyrinth, once an abstract concept, now manifested in the choices he had to make. The future lay uncertain, and the question of whether to continue navigating the maze or to step into the light of a different path lingered in the air. The fragile love story of Mark and Fiona, painted against the backdrop of Willow Creek, continued its unpredictable narrative. In the heart of their struggles, the couple faced the challenge of reconciling the profound connection they shared with the harsh realities of addiction. As the sun prepared to rise once more over the quiet town, the fate of their love story hung delicately in the balance, awaiting the next chapter to unfold. Days turned into nights, and nights into days, each one a chapter in the intricate tale of Mark and Fiona. The town of Willow Creek, usually a serene haven, stood witness to a relationship teetering on the edge of transformation or dissolution. The labyrinth of love and addiction seemed to grow more complex with each passing moment. Mark's journey was a soul-searching odyssey, a relentless pursuit of understanding Fiona's demons. The whispers of the townsfolk, once filled with curiosity, now carried the weight of sympathy and concern. Mark became a figure of both admiration and worry. the guardian of a love story that defied easy comprehension. Fiona's attempts at sobriety, though genuine, were fraught with setbacks. The allure of the bottle proved to be a siren's call that echoed through the corridors of their shared existence. Mark, ever the optimist, held onto the belief that beneath the layers of addiction lay the woman he fell in love with, an imperfect soul seeking redemption. The emotional roller coaster persisted, and the couple found themselves caught in a cycle of remorse and forgiveness. Fiona, in moments of clarity, would express regret for the pain she inflicted on Mark, yet the pattern seemed destined to repeat. The labyrinth, with its twists and turns, mirrored the complexity of their intertwined lives. Mark, guided by both love and a sense of duty, became a reluctant expert in navigating the minefield of addiction. The alcohol-fueled outbursts, once shocking, had become a painful routine. As he pondered the choice between loyalty and self-preservation, the toll on his own mental health became increasingly evident. In the quiet corners of Willow Creek, Mark sought solace in the stillness. The crickets chirped and the leaves rustled in the wind, providing a backdrop to his internal deliberations. The love that had once been the cornerstone of their existence was now a question mark, and Mark grappled with the realization that sometimes love alone couldn't mend what was broken. The fragility of their connection begged the question, how much could love endure before it fractured irreparably? The labyrinth, with its myriad paths, seemed to taunt Mark with the uncertainty of their future. As he stood on the precipice, he faced a profound choice that would shape not only their destinies, but also the essence of his own being. The town of Willow Creek, shrouded in the soft glow of moonlight, held its collective breath. The love story of Mark and Fiona, a tapestry woven with threads of joy and pain, resilience and despair, reached a pivotal moment. The labyrinth, once an inscrutable challenge, beckoned Mark to make a decision that would echo through the corridors of time. As dawn painted the sky with hues of pink and gold, Mark felt the weight of the choice he had to make. The labyrinth wasn't just a metaphor, it was a living entity that mirrored the complexities of human relationships. Love, though a powerful force, faced the formidable adversary of addiction. The story of Mark and Fiona, etched into the fabric of Willow Creek, continued its uncertain journey. The townsfolk, like silent spectators in a grand theatre, awaited the resolution of a narrative that had become both a source of fascination and a mirror reflecting the complexities of love, addiction, and the human spirit. The days rolled on, a relentless stream of time that seemed to echo the cyclical nature of Mark and Fiona's journey. Willow Creek, with its quaint charm, bore witness to a story that unfolded like a delicate dance between despair and hope. Mark, now a protagonist in his own narrative, stood at the crossroads, torn between love's tenacity and the pressing need for self-preservation. Fiona's struggle with sobriety became an unpredictable tide, ebbing and flowing in a rhythm that defied prediction. Mark, the navigator of this tumultuous sea, found himself grappling with the inevitability of setbacks. The intoxicating allure of the bottle, with its deceptive promise of solace, remained a constant spectre that haunted their shared reality. The townsfolk, once curious bystanders, became part of the intricate tapestry of Mark and Fiona's story. Whispers of empathy and concern followed Mark as he walked the streets, a silent acknowledgement of the challenges he faced. The labyrinth they navigated became a communal affair as the town collectively held its breath, awaiting the resolution of a love story that seemed to hang in the balance. Fiona, in moments of clarity, sought redemption through tearful confessions and promises of change. Yet, the pattern of relapse lingered like a storm cloud, casting shadows over the fragile hope that Mark clung to. The labyrinth of addiction, unforgiving in its twists and turns, tested the resilience of their bond. The nights, once filled with shared dreams, now became a canvas for the turbulent emotions that played out in the confined space of their home. Mark's heart, etched with both love and the scars of verbal blows, yearned for the woman he knew existed beneath the veil of intoxication. The dichotomy of Fiona's personality, from vulnerability to hostility, painted an intricate portrait of the complexity of addiction. Mark, burdened by the weight of his own health concerns and the mental toll of being Fiona's anchor, faced a decision that held the potential to redefine the course of his life. The labyrinth, once a challenge they faced together, became a solitary journey for Mark, a test of his endurance, resilience, and the limits of sacrificial love. As he traversed the familiar streets of Willow Creek, Mark couldn't escape the echoes of advice from well-meaning friends and the silent judgments of those who couldn't comprehend the intricacies of their relationship. The fragility of their love story, like a delicate flower in a storm, demanded a reckoning. In the quiet moments when the town slept and the crickets hummed their nocturnal melody, Mark confronted the reality that love, though powerful, had its boundaries. The labyrinth, with its winding paths and concealed traps, symbolized the complexity of human connection and the inexorable impact of addiction on even the strongest bonds. Dawn painted the horizon with hues of orange and gold as Mark, standing at the precipice, faced the choice that had lingered like a shadow. The labyrinth's intricacies were etched into his soul, a testament to the trials endured and the resilience tested. The story of Mark and Fiona, woven into the fabric of Willow Creek, awaited its conclusion, a resolution that held the promise of renewal or the inevitability of a heartbreaking farewell. The journey through the labyrinth of love and addiction, fraught with uncertainty, continued as the couple stood at the crossroads of their intertwined destinies. The town, wrapped in the stillness of morning, held within its embrace the echoes of a narrative that defied simplicity, a narrative that, like life itself, unfolded in chapters of complexity and emotion. The days, like a relentless tide, carried Mark and Fiona through the labyrinth of their intertwined destinies. Willow Creek, with its quiet charm, bore witness to a narrative that unfolded like a tapestry, woven with threads of love, struggle, and the persistent specter of addiction. Mark, now a protagonist in his own odyssey, found himself at the nexus of conflicting emotions and decisions that would shape the course of his life. Fiona's journey through sobriety remained an unpredictable dance with shadows. The allure of the bottle, an insistent melody that played in the background, threatened to drown out the tender notes of hope. Mark, standing steadfast against the tempest, felt the weight of responsibility bearing down on his shoulders, a guardian of their shared dreams and a sentinel in the face of Fiona's inner demons. The townsfolk, their faces etched with a blend of sympathy and curiosity, watched as Mark navigated the labyrinth that had become both a personal challenge and a communal saga. The intricacies of their relationship were no longer confined to the walls of their home, but were laid bare for the town to witness, a testament to the resilience of love, the fragility of the human spirit, and the tumultuous dance with addiction. Fiona, in moments of clarity, expressed remorse and a sincere desire for change. Her tearful confessions, though heartfelt, were shadowed by the persistent fear of relapse. The labyrinth's twists and turns mirrored the complexities of her struggle, testing not only her resolve, but also the foundations of the love that bound them together. Mark, grappling with his own health concerns and the emotional toll of being Fiona's anchor, faced a pivotal choice. The labyrinth, once a shared challenge, now loomed as a solitary path for him to navigate. The dichotomy between loyalty and self-preservation intensified, and Mark found himself at the intersection of unwavering commitment and the pressing need for personal well-being. As he walked the familiar streets of Willow Creek, Mark sought solace in the quietude of the town. The crickets sang their nocturnal symphony, a backdrop to the internal deliberations that echoed in his mind. The fragility of their love story, now more pronounced than ever, demanded a reckoning, a confrontation with the limitations of love in the face of relentless addiction. In the early light of dawn, Mark stood at the threshold of a decision that resonated with the essence of their journey. The labyrinth, with its symbolic twists and turns, reflected the labyrinth of his emotions. The story of Mark and Fiona, etched into the fabric of Willow Creek, awaited its denouement, a conclusion that carried the weight of renewal or the melancholy of an inevitable goodbye. The journey through the labyrinth of love and addiction continued, each step fraught with uncertainty. The town of Willow Creek, a silent witness to their struggles, held within its embrace the echoes of a narrative that transcended the ordinary. As Mark faced the choice that lingered in the air, the labyrinth of their intertwined destinies unfurled, inviting a resolution that would shape the legacy of their love. The rhythm of days and nights in Willow Creek continued, a constant heartbeat echoing the ebb and flow of Mark and Fiona's intertwined lives. The town, once a backdrop, had become an active participant in their story, silently observing as the couple grappled with the labyrinth of love and addiction. Fiona's journey through sobriety resembled a delicate dance, a choreography of hope and despair. The allure of the bottle persisted, a shadow that threatened to obscure the flickering flames of their shared dreams. Mark, standing as a stalwart guardian, found himself navigating the labyrinth not just for their love, but for the very essence of their existence. The townsfolk, with compassionate glances and murmured words of encouragement, became the silent audience to the drama unfolding within the couple's home. The intricacies of their relationship were laid bare, and the labyrinth, once a solitary challenge for Mark, transformed into a collective narrative, a reflection of the community's shared journey through love's trials and addiction's tumult. Fiona, in moments of sobriety, laid bare her soul, expressing regret and a genuine longing for change. Her vulnerability, a poignant contrast to the storms that raged within her, resonated with Mark's unwavering belief in redemption. Yet, the labyrinth's twists and turns were unpredictable, testing the very fabric of their connection. Mark, burdened by his own health concerns and the emotional toll of being Fiona's anchor, grappled with the complexities of the choice before him. The dichotomy of loyalty and self-preservation manifested as a tightrope walk, a precarious balancing act between love's endurance and the imperative of personal well-being. In the hushed moments beneath the stars, Mark found solace in the cricket's symphony and the rustle of leaves in the wind. The fragility of their love story, illuminated by the moonlight, demanded introspection, an exploration of the boundaries of love when confronted with the relentless force of addiction. With the arrival of dawn, Mark stood at the crossroads of a decision that echoed through the labyrinth of their shared existence. The town of Willow Creek, wrapped in the embrace of morning light, held within its heart the culmination of their journey, a resolution that carried the weight of either renewal or the poignant melancholy of a farewell. The journey through the labyrinth of love and addiction, marked by uncertainty and introspection, continued. The narrative, now interwoven with the town's collective heartbeat, sought a conclusion that would resonate not only with Mark and Fiona, but with the essence of human resilience and the intricate dynamics of love. As Mark faced the choice, the labyrinth of their destinies unfolded with a profound sense of both closure and possibility. The town of Willow Creek, with its quiet charm and knowing silence, stood witness to the transformative power of love, resilient, fragile, and entangled with the complexities of the human spirit. In the heart of Willow Creek, where the rhythms of nature and human existence intertwined, Mark found himself standing at the nexus of a choice that carried the weight of a lifetime. The labyrinth of love and addiction, an intricate dance that had defined their days and nights, beckoned him to make a decision that would shape the legacy of their shared journey. Fiona, grappling with the persistent shadows of addiction, awaited the verdict of Mark's heart. The vulnerability in her eyes spoke volumes, a silent plea for understanding and acceptance. The labyrinth's twists and turns mirrored the intricacies of their emotional landscape, with the path ahead remaining uncertain. As Mark walked through the familiar streets, the echoes of the town seemed to resonate with the echoes of his own contemplations. The townsfolk, with empathetic glances and knowing nods, seemed to share in the collective breath held for the couple. The labyrinth, now a communal experience, blurred the lines between personal struggles and the shared narratives of those who bore witness. Fiona, in moments of clarity, voiced her commitment to change, laying bare the scars of her past and the fervent desire for a different future. The labyrinth of therapy and support groups had provided glimpses into the depths of her trauma, but the true challenge lay in the journey yet to unfold, a journey where love, resilience, and the spectre of addiction danced in a delicate choreography. Mark's heart, a canvas painted with love's hues and the shadows of emotional turmoil, grappled with the dichotomy of loyalty and self-preservation. The labyrinth had become not only a metaphor for their relationship, but a mirror reflecting his internal struggles. The fragility of their love story demanded introspection, forcing Mark to confront the limits of his endurance. In the quiet moments beneath the stars, Mark found himself contemplating the essence of their connection. The cricket's song and the rustling leaves provided a backdrop to the symphony of his thoughts. The labyrinth, with its concealed passages and unforeseen challenges, beckoned him to explore the boundaries of love in the face of relentless adversity. As dawn painted the sky with hues of pink and gold, Mark felt the weight of the decision he carried. The labyrinth, now illuminated by the soft morning light, stood as a metaphor for the resilience of their love. The town of Willow Creek, a silent spectator to the unfolding drama, awaited the revelation of a narrative that had become intertwined with its own heartbeat. The journey through the labyrinth of love and addiction reached its precipice. The choice before Mark, a culmination of their struggles and shared history, held within it the power to reshape their destinies. In the tender light of a new day, the couple stood at the threshold, ready to face whatever lay beyond the labyrinth's intricate passages, an uncertain future that held the promise of renewal, transformation, or the bittersweet acknowledgement of a chapter gracefully closing. The morning sun cast a gentle glow over Willow Creek as Mark, immersed in the quietude of dawn, stood at the precipice of decision. The labyrinth of love and addiction, now bathed in the soft hues of daybreak, beckoned him to navigate the final twists and turns that would lead to resolution or divergence. Fiona, with a vulnerability that transcended the remnants of intoxication, awaited Mark's verdict. The echoes of her promises for change lingered in the morning air, intertwined with the delicate symphony of nature. The labyrinth, both a metaphor and a tangible challenge, reflected the complexities of their shared journey. The townsfolk, stirred by a collective curiosity and empathy, seemed to hold their breath in anticipation. Willow Creek, a silent witness to the ebbs and flows of Mark and Fiona's story, awaited the denouement that would either fortify the foundations of their love or compel a departure into uncharted territories. As Mark traversed the familiar streets, the labyrinth's symbolism took on a tangible presence. Each step became a metaphor for the choices he had made and those that lay ahead. The fragility of their love story, now exposed to the scrutiny of the town, demanded a resolution that went beyond the confines of their home. Fiona's eyes, windows to a soul burdened by addiction's weight, mirrored both remorse and hope. The labyrinth of therapy and support groups, though offering glimpses into her trauma, remained an ongoing journey. The path of recovery, Mark realized, was as intricate and unpredictable as the labyrinth itself. The dichotomy of loyalty and self-preservation persisted within Mark's heart. The labyrinth, a living manifestation of their struggles, urged him to reflect on the nature of love and the limits of endurance. The townsfolk, in their knowing glances, seemed to recognize that this decision held the power to alter the course of not only Mark and Fiona's lives, but the communal narrative as well. In the quiet moments beneath the awakening sky, Mark grappled with the essence of their connection. The crickets' song and the rustling leaves became a backdrop to his internal deliberations. The labyrinth, with its concealed passages and unforeseen challenges, became a metaphor for the resilience of their love in the face of adversity. As the sun ascended higher, Mark sensed the weight of the labyrinth's final curve. The town of Willow Creek, shrouded in the gentle morning light, embraced the couple's destiny with a collective breath. The journey through the labyrinth of love and addiction neared its climax, and the pivotal choice Mark faced held within it the power to redefine their story. The conclusion awaited, whether it be a renewed commitment to navigate the labyrinth together, a brave exploration of separate paths, or the somber acknowledgement that some mazes are meant to be left behind. In the heart of Willow Creek, where nature and human stories converged, the couple stood poised on the threshold of a decision that would echo through the town's collective memory, a decision that would determine the fate of their love and the labyrinth they had traversed together. In the heart of Willow Creek, where the sunlight painted the world with a warm embrace, Mark found himself enveloped in a quiet moment of contemplation. The labyrinth, a metaphor for the intricacies of love and addiction, seemed to beckon him toward its final stretch, a juncture where decisions would crystallize into the next chapter of their intertwined lives. Fiona, standing at the nexus of vulnerability and resilience, awaited Mark's choice. The echoes of her promises for change lingered like a delicate melody in the morning air. The labyrinth, now illuminated by the soft glow of dawn, represented not only their shared struggles, but also the potential for renewal and transformation. The townsfolk, with their empathetic glances and hushed conversations, bore witness to the couple's journey. Willow Creek, a silent spectator to the unfolding drama, held within its embrace the nuanced dynamics of human relationships and the complex interplay between love and addiction. As Mark navigated the familiar streets, the labyrinth's symbolism became tangible with every step. Each corner turned was a reflection of the choices made, both individually and as a couple. The fragility of their love story, now laid bare for the town to see, demanded a resolution that transcended the confines of their private world. Fiona's eyes, mirroring a mixture of regret and hope, spoke volumes without uttering a word. The labyrinth of therapy and support groups had become a canvas where their shared journey unfolded. The path to recovery, Mark realized, required not only individual resilience, but a mutual commitment to traverse the labyrinth together. The dichotomy within Mark's heart between loyalty and self-preservation grew more pronounced with each step. The labyrinth, with its twists and turns, urged him to confront the complexities of love and the boundaries of endurance. The townsfolk, silent witnesses to the couple's struggles, seemed to carry the weight of collective anticipation. In the serene moments beneath the awakening sky, Mark grappled with the essence of their connection. The cricket's melody and the rustling leaves whispered stories of resilience, inviting reflection on the labyrinth's lessons. The fragility of their love story, woven into the tapestry of Willow Creek, demanded introspection, a reckoning with the limits of human endurance and the transformative power of love. As the sun reached its zenith, Mark sensed the labyrinth's final curve approaching. The town of Willow Creek, bathed in the midday glow, held within it the culmination of their shared odyssey. The journey through the labyrinth of love and addiction was poised for its conclusion, and the choice before Mark carried the weight of destiny. The conclusion awaited, whether it be a renewed commitment to navigate the labyrinth together, a courageous exploration of separate paths, or the poignant acknowledgement that some mazes are destined to be left behind. In the heart of Willow Creek, where nature and human stories converged, the couple stood on the verge of a decision that would ripple through the town's collective consciousness. A decision that would shape not only their own destinies, but also the narrative of love's enduring dance with the labyrinth. In the heart of Willow Creek, as the day progressed and shadows stretched across the familiar streets, Mark stood at the threshold of a decision that would resonate far beyond the boundaries of their small town. The labyrinth, now a symbol of their journey through love and addiction, seemed to weave its intricate threads into the fabric of their shared destiny. Fiona, a mosaic of vulnerability and resilience, awaited Mark's choice with bated breath. The morning's promises of change still hung in the air, and the labyrinth, bathed in the afternoon sunlight, offered a poignant backdrop to the complexities of their relationship. The townsfolk, now more than observers, felt like silent participants in a drama that transcended the ordinary. As Mark continued to traverse the streets, the labyrinth's metaphorical passages felt like chapters of a story, written not only by them, but by the community around them. Each step carried the weight of introspection, a reflection on the fragility of their love story and the indomitable spirit required to navigate the twists and turns. Fiona's eyes, once filled with the weight of regret, now held a glimmer of hope. The labyrinth of therapy and shared struggle had become a canvas where the nuances of their relationship were painted. The path forward, Mark understood, wasn't just about overcoming addiction, but also about forging a new understanding of love, one that could withstand the labyrinthine challenges they faced. The dichotomy within Mark's heart, torn between loyalty and self-preservation, reached its zenith. The labyrinth, bathed in the golden glow of late afternoon, became a metaphor for the intricate dance of emotions that defined their connection. The townsfolk, in their empathetic gazes, reflected the shared anticipation of a resolution that held the potential to redefine the couple's narrative. In the tranquil moments beneath the setting sun, Mark contemplated the essence of their bond. The symphony of crickets and the rustling leaves whispered tales of resilience and transformation. The labyrinth, with its concealed passages and unforeseen challenges, invited him to explore the depth of his commitment and the resilience of their shared love. As the town transitioned into the cool embrace of evening, Mark sensed the labyrinth's final stretch approaching. Willow Creek, bathed in twilight hues, held within its quietude the culmination of their journey. The choice before Mark, illuminated by the soft glow of streetlights, carried the weight of fate, a fate entwined with the labyrinth's winding path. The conclusion awaited, whether it be a renewed commitment to navigate the labyrinth together, a courageous venture into separate destinies, or the poignant acceptance that some mazes are meant to be left behind. In the heart of Willow Creek, where shadows danced and the town's heartbeat echoed through the night, the couple stood on the cusp of a decision that would echo through the town's collective memory. A decision that would shape not only their own destinies, but also the enduring narrative of love's intricate dance with the labyrinth. In the heart of Willow Creek, under the canvas of a star-strewn night, Mark stood at the culmination of the labyrinthine journey that had defined their lives. The town, now cloaked in the serenity of darkness, held its breath as the narrative of love and addiction reached its zenith. Fiona, a silhouette against the moonlit backdrop, awaited Mark's decision. The promises of change, the echoes of vulnerability, and the complexities of their shared struggle seemed to converge in this moment beneath the celestial tapestry. The labyrinth, now a metaphor for the intricate dance of their souls, whispered secrets of resilience and transformation. The townsfolk, their faces etched with anticipation, stood as silent witnesses to a story that had transcended the boundaries of the couple's home. Willow Creek, a living entity with its own rhythm, seemed to pulse in synchrony with the heartbeat of Mark and Fiona's shared destiny. The labyrinth had become a communal experience, a journey through which the town discovered the fragility and fortitude of human connection. As Mark meandered through the moonlit streets, each step felt like a punctuation mark in a tale that had unfolded with the intricacy of a novel. The labyrinth, now bathed in the silvery glow of the night, became a reflection of their shared odyssey, a path fraught with challenges, yet illuminated by the enduring light of love. Fiona's eyes, shimmering with a blend of anticipation and anxiety, conveyed the essence of their shared struggle. The labyrinth of therapy, support, and mutual understanding had become a landscape where their love story was etched with both sorrow and hope. The path forward, Mark realized, was a collective endeavor, a weaving of individual threads into the tapestry of their intertwined destinies. The dichotomy within Mark's heart, the silent struggle between loyalty and self-preservation, found a resolution in the quietude of the night. The labyrinth, now a testament to the complexities of human emotion, urged him to embrace the essence of their connection. The townsfolk, in their silent camaraderie, mirrored the understanding that this moment held the potential for both closure and renewal. In the tranquil moments beneath the constellations, Mark delved into the profundity of their bond. The symphony of crickets and the rustling leaves became a backdrop to the introspection, a meditation on the resilience of their shared love amidst the labyrinth's twists and turns. As the night embraced Willow Creek in its entirety, Mark sensed the labyrinth's conclusion drawing near. The town, immersed in the nocturnal hush, held within it the culmination of their shared journey. The choice before Mark, illuminated by the soft glow of distant stars, carried the weight of destiny, a destiny that had woven their lives into the fabric of Willow Creek's collective memory. The conclusion awaited, whether it be a renewed commitment to navigate the labyrinth together, a courageous venture into separate destinies, or the poignant acknowledgement that some mazes are destined to be left behind. In the heart of Willow Creek, where moonbeams painted whispers of possibility, the couple stood on the precipice of a decision that would echo through the town's collective consciousness, a decision that would shape not only their own destinies, but also the eternal narrative of love's intricate dance with the labyrinth. Under the silent embrace of the night in Willow Creek, Mark found himself on the verge of a choice that held the power to reshape the very fabric of his and Fiona's intertwined destinies. The labyrinth, now a symbol etched in the moonlit cobblestone streets, beckoned him toward a conclusion that echoed with the complexities of love and the persistent spectre of addiction. Fiona, a silhouette against the silver-tinged night, stood as a testament to vulnerability and the enduring spirit of hope. The promises of change, spoken in moments of clarity, lingered in the air, mingling with the subtle fragrance of night-blooming flowers. The labyrinth, illuminated by the ethereal glow of moonlight, seemed to whisper tales of resilience and transformation to those who dared to navigate its intricate passages. The townsfolk, a community bonded by the shared tapestry of lives interwoven, observed with a collective breath held. The labyrinth, now a communal narrative, had become a mirror reflecting the complexities of love's journey, a journey that extended beyond the confines of individual homes to touch the hearts of everyone in Willow Creek. As Mark traversed the moon-kissed streets, the labyrinth's symbolism deepened with every step. Each footfall resonated with introspection, an exploration of the labyrinth within, where emotions, loyalty, and self-preservation converged in a delicate dance. The fragility of their love story, now laid bare beneath the celestial canopy, demanded a resolution that could withstand the test of both time and tribulation. Fiona's eyes, shimmering with a kaleidoscope of emotions, mirrored the hope and trepidation that characterized their shared struggle. The labyrinth of therapy sessions and mutual understanding had become a canvas where their love story unfolded in hues of resilience and mutual support. The path forward, Mark recognized, required not only courage, but a profound acceptance of the intricacies that defined their connection. The dichotomy within Mark's heart, a struggle etched in the lines of his face, reached its zenith. The labyrinth, bathed in the soft glow of moonbeams, seemed to offer both solace and challenge. The townsfolk, in their silent solidarity, embodied the understanding that this moment held the potential for profound transformation, a testament to the enduring power of love amid life's labyrinthine twists. In the hushed moments beneath the night sky, Mark delved into the core of their bond. The nocturnal symphony of crickets and the rustling leaves became a backdrop to contemplation, a meditation on the resilience of their shared love amidst the labyrinth's meandering complexities. As the moon held sway over Willow Creek, Mark sensed the labyrinth's conclusion drawing near. The town, enshrouded in the mystique of night, cradled within it the culmination of their shared odyssey. The choice before Mark, bathed in the silver luminescence of celestial bodies, carried the weight of destiny, a destiny entwined with the collective memory of Willow Creek. The conclusion awaited, whether it be a renewed commitment to navigate the labyrinth together, a courageous venture into separate destinies, or the poignant acceptance that some mazes are destined to be left behind. In the heart of Willow Creek, where moonbeams painted dreams and possibilities, the couple stood at the threshold of a decision that would echo through the town's collective soul, a decision that would etch its mark not only on their destinies, but on the eternal narrative of love's intricate dance with the labyrinth. In the heart of Willow Creek, bathed in the silvery glow of the moon, Mark stood at the crossroads of decision. The labyrinth, now a shimmering tapestry of moonlit paths, seemed to breathe with a life of its own, a metaphor for the intricate dance of love, addiction, and the resilience that bound their souls. Fiona, a figure of vulnerability and strength against the night sky, awaited Mark's choice with a mixture of anticipation and trepidation. The promises of change, hanging in the air like the sweet scent of night blossoms, intertwined with the labyrinth's ever-present challenge. The town, now more than a backdrop, stood as a silent audience to the drama of love and struggle playing out beneath the cosmic theatre. As Mark wandered through the moonlit streets, each step felt like an echo of their shared history, a journey that mirrored the labyrinth's twists and turns. The fragility of their love story, now laid bare beneath the celestial canvas, demanded a resolution that could withstand the weight of past wounds and future uncertainties. Fiona's eyes, reflecting the moon's ethereal glow, conveyed a silent plea for understanding and redemption. The labyrinth of therapy, mutual support, and shared aspirations had become a sacred space where the intricacies of their connection were laid bare. The path ahead, Mark realized, required a delicate balance between individual healing and the shared commitment to navigate the labyrinth together. The dichotomy within Mark's heart, torn between loyalty and self-preservation, found its resonance in the moonlit night. The labyrinth, a celestial symphony of complexity and possibility, seemed to invite him to explore the depths of his emotions and the resilience of their bond. The townsfolk, in their silent camaraderie, understood that this moment held the potential for profound transformation, a pivotal chapter in the collective story of Willow Creek. In the tranquil moments beneath the starlit sky, Mark delved into the essence of their connection. The nocturnal serenade of crickets and the rustling leaves became a backdrop to contemplation, a meditation on the enduring power of love amidst the labyrinth's meandering complexities. As the moon held its solitary vigil over Willow Creek, Mark sensed the labyrinth's conclusion beckoning. The town, wrapped in the stillness of night, cradled within it the culmination of their shared odyssey. The choice before Mark, bathed in the celestial radiance, carried the weight of destiny, a destiny woven into the very fabric of Willow Creek's existence. The conclusion awaited, whether it be a renewed commitment to navigate the labyrinth together, a courageous venture into separate destinies, or the poignant acceptance that some mazes are destined to be left behind. In the heart of Willow Creek, where moonbeams painted dreams and whispered promises, the couple stood on the precipice of a decision that would echo through the town's collective consciousness, a decision that would etch its mark not only on their destinies, but on the eternal narrative of love's intricate dance with the labyrinth. As Mark stood beneath the celestial expanse, the weight of the labyrinth's conclusion pressed upon him. The night held its breath, and Willow Creek seemed to echo the heartbeat of collective anticipation. The choice before Mark, bathed in the moon's ethereal glow, was a crossroads that demanded resolution, a reckoning with the intricate dance of love, addiction, and the resilience that defined their shared journey. With a final deep breath, Mark turned to Fiona, her silhouette adorned with the soft luminescence of moonlight. In the quiet of the night, he spoke words that echoed not only through the cobblestone streets, but resonated with the hearts of those who bore witness to their story. "Fiona," he began, his voice carrying the weight of a decision that had lingered in the air for far too long. "Our journey through this labyrinth has been marked by twists and turns, highs and lows. Tonight, beneath the moon and stars, I choose to navigate this labyrinth with you, hand in hand. Our love is resilient, and together we'll find the strength to overcome the challenges that lie ahead." Fiona's eyes, once clouded with uncertainty, sparkled with a mixture of relief and gratitude. The labyrinth, now a backdrop to their shared commitment, seemed to cradle the essence of their renewed vows. The townsfolk, connected by the invisible threads of empathy, felt a collective sigh ripple through Willow Creek. The labyrinth had witnessed not only the complexities of Mark and Fiona's love, but also the enduring spirit of a community bound by understanding and compassion. As they walked hand in hand through the moonlit streets of Willow Creek, Mark and Fiona embarked on a new chapter. The labyrinth, though still a part of their story, transformed into a symbol of triumph, a testament to the transformative power of love and the resilience of the human spirit. The town, now bathed in the glow of a shared journey's resolution, seemed to exhale a collective breath held. Mark and Fiona's story continued, not without challenges, but with a newfound understanding that love, when fortified by commitment and compassion, could navigate even the most intricate labyrinths. Under the moon's watchful gaze, Willow Creek embraced the couple's renewed journey, a journey that echoed with the eternal narrative of love's intricate dance, intertwined with the heartbeat of a town that had witnessed the beauty of redemption and resilience beneath the canvas of its starlit sky.